After we get done, and you'll hear me ask you questions, and you just look at the camera and answer. Them.
Okay.
We're not gonna get too football-y. We'll have some fun. We'll ask you some fun questions.
That way you know what games you're in.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
No,
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon.
Love to see
All right, James, is it too cold to go outside and get some chili and hot dogs?
Never too cold.
Never too
Oh,
cold.
it's chilly.
Okay.
Come on. At 50 degrees we have outside. We'll see that temperature cool down right around that freezing mark of 33. Then we'll try to warm things up around 60, starting around those 70s. Those will return starting on Sunday.
Very nice. Thanks for joining us. The Score coming up next.
Who's the driller this week? I'm like, you
I would
put
say
on
you
the
could go over there, but then you can't see what you're reading.
Well, I can at
you
least
go over
start.
there. You're good. Because Cup usually
Yeah,
starts
I
like
think
right
you're
here.
only
All right.
doing two
Yeah,
games.
if it's
in the
easier to
first
start over
block.
here, then I
Yeah,
can
it
do
just
that.
starts kind of here.
Yeah,
And I'm going to
that's
have you back up just like this.
Yeah, mic check 1,
Is this
2,
better?
3,
Oh.
4, 5, 6,
All right.
7,
I don't burn my scripts.
And then
8.
and
Am I
I would go
good?
burger. Oh, do we have a spatula?
Nope.
Can
The
you?
grill's not even on, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's on. Yeah.
No, it is.
We need to call. Hey, Matt.
Oh, I need my phone.
Is
though, so I can read
Muscatine
from my
still
habits.
not in?
There's nobody that can get the spatula for us, is there? Around you? If not, no big deal. I'll call Caesar. No, stop it. You're not working.
I still can't hear anything.
You still can't hear?
No.
No, I'm gonna have call Caesar. Because he also has to go across the street and buy them.
Can you just say, when he says 30, just say it out loud? Because I literally don't hear anything. When he says 30, say 30 so I can, please.
Quincy UT's first, or Quincy Genesee is first, right?
Thank you.
How dare you just assume?
I just texted him. Not that that really helps us, but I might as well take this freaking thing out.
I just called him.
Oh
Man,
man, I don't know where
there's nothing going on right now.
No, I know, but even when Jeff was talking, I
Did
like.
you hear Matt Mitchell?
All right.
No, I could hear. Whose debit card is that?
Mine, I would need somebody to go buy beer.
Don't go by here.
Let's be honest. No, I don't.
We don't. I don't.
Now,
WQAD News 8's The Score.
4 quarters, dogfight. Start fast, finish fast, pedal to the middle, all gas, no brake.
The Quad City's only half-hour high school football show.
We will not back down.
The Score, sponsored by Temple Sporting Goods and AdCraft Custom Apparel.
Welcome to week 7 of The Score. After tonight, we have just 2 weeks left of high school football. A lot of great games around the area, and of course, some different looks, some new faces out here. Camille and I are still here. Corey Cuff with the night off, so we went back and got an old familiar face. Greg Armstrong used to work here, of course, at WQAD. Also hosts View from the West podcast. So, Greg, thank you.
Hey, glad to be here. I got a Polar Pop, so I'm ready to read highlights.
Did you miss it? Have you missed this?
I did. It's fun. Well, I'm here every week usually, so I only kind of miss it.
He is. And we also got, of course, a guest griller. It's one and only EJ Hilliard from the Quad City Steamwheelers. Thank you for coming and doing this. Did you know what you were getting into when you pulled up tonight?
No, I did not. I got very little details about tonight.
So we're going to obviously put him to work. He's going to do some grilling, but you did some work on the football field. Before we get going into the grilling and stuff, such a special season for the Wheelers and what you guys did. What was that like, and how hungry, I guess, does it make you guys for next season?
It was great. It was an awesome feeling. Not awesome coming up short, but being able to lead our team to the championship game and coming up 2 points short, always makes you hungry about the next season. And I think that's the beautiful thing about football. Someone has to win, someone has to lose, and you take the losses, and when it's time to win, you soak in those moments. So I just remember standing on the field after the loss and crying my eyes out, and being able to be there with my wife and consoling me and my teammates. So just ready for next year.
He mentioned next year before we get in the highlights. There will be a next year. There's some news with that.
Yes, I officially signed back last night, so
Nice.
I will be coming back for another season.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. So of course your welcome gift is, or your welcome back gift is
Yeah.
getting to work. So we got some burgers, we got some dogs. Seriously, get to work, do some stuff, and
Get
we're
on
gonna get
this
to some
grill.
highlights. We're gonna start in the Western Big Six tonight, and a good one between Rock Island and Sterling as we head up to Roscoe Eads Field. First quarter of this one, the home team already leading. Looking to add to it. They hammer the ball up inside to Antonio Tablante. That sets up second and goal. Next play is JP Schilling going in for the end zone, to the end zone for the touchdown. 13-0, Sterling in front. More from the home team. It's Kel Ryan in at quarterback, keeping it. He goes 11 yards for the first down. Then it's Ryan later in the drive, handing off to Tablante. He goes in from 5 yards out. 19-0. Sterling cruising early on, and they go for 2, and they get it. It's Ryan with the perfect strike to the end zone. That made it 21-0. Sterling looking good. Rocky looking to mount some offense. Connor DeUlio finding Cameron Figs for the big first down. That would lead to a touchdown. We'll show you a final in this one as the Rocks make it into the end zone. This one all Sterling, 56-19. So Sterling still unbeaten in the Western Big Six. Moline also unbeaten as well. They made the trip down to Galesburg to take on the Silver Streaks. Moline looking good in this one. Grant Sibley keeps it, rolls out, and then does the work himself, getting into the end zone. That made it 14-0. Galesburg looking to stay close. Sam Stitsky with the field goal.
Statisky,
thank you. 14-13. They cut the lead. Moline comes right back. Aubrey Threet with the long touchdown run as nobody's going to catch him. That made it 21-3, and then it's more from Moline, more from Threet. Another long touchdown. Looks like the same play. I promise you it's not. This one made it 28-3. Moline cruises as well. So, Greg, next week, Moline, Sterling for first place in the Western Big Six.
That's going to be a great one, but we had another great matchup. Playoff implications at Bob Reed Field on the line in Geneseo. Key matchup. It's 21-3 Quincy. Opening kickoff of the third. Quincy causes the fumble, recovered by Jet Noble for the Devils at midfield. Scoops it up. That starts another scoring drive. 3rd and 18. The Devils convert. Brady Little fires the dart to Tykel Hammers. First down. That sets the table for 6. Nobody writes a script like Dan Pearson does. Brian Douglas barrels in from 8 yards out to push the lead to 28-3. Quincy knocking on the door again later in the quarter. Jarius Rice dances in from 13 yards out. Quincy in control, 35-3. Geneseo gets the offense clicking. That's Jerron Neal scoring the first of his 2 touchdowns on the night. But it's the Devils coming away with a 35-17 win. They're now 5-2. Let's go to Alleman and United Township at the historic, beautiful Soul Bowl. Nick Welch leading them out of the field. Gorgeous night there. Panthers and Pioneers. Pioneers driving on the opening quarter, but it's the defense stripping the ball. Recovered by Damian Wells. The Panthers are in business. The very next play, Corey Randall has a handle on things. Again, Dan Pearson with the scrim. Go 24 yards to the end zone.
Best
Panthers 6-0 lead. Later in the quarter, UT looking for more. Randall picks up some serious yardage, working and weaving his way. This kid's an athlete, fun to watch. 22 yards to the edge of the red zone. But in the second quarter, the Alleman defense putting a stop to things. The ball is stripped, and Notre Dame recruit Charles Jagasaw pounces on the pigskin.
Give me that.
Panthers erupt with big-time offense in the second half. Let's hit the scoreboard on this one. Check out the final. UT 47-6. They get their first win of the year.
You go try to get that football from Big Charles.
No,
No, thank you. I'd run the other way.
To the Iowa side, and it's #1 Pleasant Valley making the trip up to Iowa City. Good matchup here, but Pleasant Valley came to play. Kate McDermott to Ryan Doyle. This one covers 27 yards. Pleasant Valley up 7-0. Next drive, more of the same. More McDermott, this time using his legs, sprinting to the outside, turning the corner, looking like EJ Hilliard. Getting inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Not that fast, though, EJ. Relax, he's not as fast as you. McDermott scores from 1 yard out. 14-0, PV in control, and then it's more from the Spartans. They go to Rusty Van Wetzingen. Not that Rusty. Rusty Jr. goes in for the touchdown, running people over. 21-0. It was 21-7 ensuing kickoff. Pleasant Valley's Makai Wilson, 90 yards all the way to the house. Check out that score. Pleasant Valley perfect on the season, 51-21, your final score. What a story Davenport West has been. On the road tonight, looking to go to 7-0 at Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Both teams ranked in the top 10. Vincentio Giaforte with the touchdown strike to Michael Muirhearn. That made it 6-0. Second quarter, it's Don Mayan going in from 24 yards out. Kennedy up 16-0. We'll show you a final in this one. West hits a little bit of a road bump, 44-0. Your final in that one. More from the Iowa side, we'll go to North Scott. The Lancers taking on Clinton. First drive of the game is Dylan Marty getting the handoff, bouncing the outside. Hits that sideline and goes 17 yards for a first down. Later in the drive, it's Kyler Girardi. Fun young man to watch as he buys some time. Looks like he's going to run the football, and then he says, no, I'm going to stop and find a wide open Cole Jennings. That touchdown from 12 yards out made 6-0 Lancers in front. Second quarter, more of the same. It's Girardi again, this time using his feet and going all the way to the end zone from 23 yards out. That made it 13-0. This one, all Lancers 55-7, your final score.
And Assumption facing a must-win game for their playoff chances, hosting Benton Community. Knights down 21-0 at the break. Angelo Jackson gets the pass from Jake Timmons, picks up the first down. Knights trying to get on the scoreboard in the second half. They're driving, and this time it's Timmons. He hands it off to Derek Bass. He does the rest. He finds the lane and gets another Knights first down, but they come up short on a 4th and 5. So Benton gets the ball back, and let's skip right to the red zone. It's Aiden Gallery pitching it to Carson Bruns, his 4th touchdown of the game. Assumption comes back late, but it's too little too late. Benton holds on 28-14.
EJ, I lied. You're not just grilling, you're calling highlights. This one's yours.
Bettendorf versus Iowa City. Already 35-0 Bulldogs. Second half, kickoff. Here we have Jordan Roberts with a 40-yard return all the way to midfield.
That big fella run.
Then we have Charlie Zimmerman to Jake Schulte for 57-yard. This puts us to 42-0.
42-0. EJ has been a part of a lot of 42-0 games. We'll show you a final. Bettendorf getting back on track. EJ did a heck of a job. We might not need Corey next week. We'll just keep EJ. 42-6, your final score.
If you ever want to stop playing football, just come over here. Battle of Davenport over at Brady Street Stadium. It's North and Central. How about this? Opening kickoff. Cohen Fleming takes this one 60 yards. I thought he was gone, right? It kind of looks like he's like, I'll see you guys in the end zone. Coach will get in my way, but Central finally takes him down. So a good start for the Wildcats. And then Drew Sheedy will finish off the drive for this one. or through the air. That was Nolan Mosier, airs it out. He'll cure it for 31 yards. And then it's Drew Sheedy. He finishes off the drive with the North TD. Wildcats strike first, 6-0. The kick's blocked though, so it's one-score game. And then Davenport North, they get right back in the red zone, and they are all gas, no brakes. They win this one.
I'll show you the final in this one. All North, all evening long, 39-0. Your final in that one. One last stop before we take a break. Muscatine hosting Dubuque Senior. And it is Dubuque Senior looking good early on as they get into the end zone, or get the first down, I should say right there. Nice tackle by the Muskies. Later on in the game, it is Dubuque Senior finally finding that end zone as they get the touchdown to grab an early lead. Muscatine would answer back though, and this one would be Gavin Brookhart. Nice run here, 20 yards and a big first down. And it's not Muscatine highlights without this guy. He leads the entire state in rushing. Ty Kozad will get the handoff, get through a hole, keeps his balance nicely, and he goes into the end zone. Muscatine tied it at that point. Dubuque Senior outscores them 48-28. Your final in that one. We're close to our first break of the night. We'll check in with EJ, and EJ's simply putting everything on the grill. Some people just kind of pace themselves. EJ said, if you're meat, you're going on the grill.
All at once.
You said he's hungry for next year. He's hungry for right now.
For right now.
You grill a lot.
Yes, my mother-in-law house, I usually grill once a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're in good hands here on the Score. We got EJ Hilliard in the house. We got a lot more highlights to get to right here on the Score.
You're watching The Score on WQAD News 8.
Are we on cam to start?
Is
Hold
Morris
on.
and Orion not there?
Let me look.
Is it not there? Okay,
That got moved. Where was it supposed to be?
let's go right after Rock Ridge. Yeah, right after Rock Ridge. Yep.
I just
Okay,
fixed it.
you
We're
can
good.
drop Mercer County. You can
I
drop
didn't.
Mercer County. Cool, Maddie?
Yeah.
Yep. And then can they open me again or no?
Can you open up his mic? All right, you're good. It's open.
Can you, and then, hey, Jeff, we're going to go animation, play of the night, and then we're going to go right into Princeton, okay? So get rid of that.
So float the four shot.
Right,
B3.
just don't worry about floating. Just skip
Yeah.
that four shot. And then that got us back a minute and a half ish, right?
Over 2:30.
It should be more than that.
Score Play of the Night, sponsored by Western Illinois University.
Hey, 2-for-1 special for your play of the night. First, it's Rusty Van Wetzinger running people over on his way to the end zone. And then how about Makai Wilson ensuing kickoff? He goes 90 yards all the way to their house. 2-for-1 special for your Score Play of the night. Pleasant Valley still unbeaten. They win this one 51-21. Let's get right back to the action. Great one in the Three Rivers. 6-0 Princeton hosting 6-0 St. Bede. First play from scrimmage, Augie Christensen, 80 yards all the way to the house as he makes that last guy miss. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you calm any nerves. 7-0, Tigers in front. More from the home team. They punt here, St. Bede does. Tegan Davis catches it. And anytime Tegan Davis gets the football, good things usually happen. And that's the case here. He takes it back 60 yards to pay dirt. Still first quarter, 14-0. Another short touchdown run makes it 21-0. And then later in the second quarter, CJ Hickey going 55 yards all the way to the house as he bowls people over and then breaks free. We'll check out a final score. How about 56-7? Princeton cruises, and we're lucky enough to be joined by the head coach of the Princeton Tigers as Ryan Pearson joins us. First off, Coach, thanks for staying late. We appreciate it on a chilly night. Congratulations on the victory, 56-7. This team continues to impress. You got to be proud of your guys tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very, very important for us to send our seniors on their last regular season home game, out with a big win, and they certainly didn't disappoint tonight.
Coach, we talked earlier today, and you talked about this group being a lot of fun. What makes this team's personality off the field so much fun? How goofy are they? In a good way.
They can be pretty goofy at times, but that's what makes them so fun. They certainly like to joke around and have a lot of fun and kid each other, but they also know that when it's go time, they lock in and get down to business.
Last question before we let you go. Myrtle's is in Princeton. What's your favorite pie at Myrtle's? The very important question I need to ask you.
I'll be honest, I don't think that there's a bad one. Anything that you get at Myrtle's is good, so I honestly can't choose.
That's a good answer. You're just trying to get free pie, and I appreciate that. Coach, thank you so much. Best of luck. Thanks for staying up with us, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Greg, next game.
All right, let's keep staying in the Three Rivers. Sherrard hosting Rock Ridge. Tigers thinking upset early in this one. Check out Colin Anderson getting the feet in for the interception. He's doing it on both sides of the ball. Anderson launching it deep, catches Carter Brown in stride, one of his 3 first-half touchdowns. Mike Applegate, athletic director, is fired up, but this game was a tale of 2 halves. Rock Ridge comes out firing a pair of Alex Zarlatanis touchdowns. We're tied at 21. A pick 6 would give them the lead. Then it's Chris Geyer capping it off with a touchdown. 28 unanswered for the Rockets. Hit the scoreboard on this one. Final score, 35-21. Rockets. Rock Ridge is the winner.
Let's head up to Morrison. Morrison hosting Orion. Both teams looking to stay alive in the playoff hunt. The opening shot from Jerry Burt. Morrison going right to work, doing so on the ground. Very first drive of the game, they break free, gets down the sidelines, picks up a big first down to the 15-yard line. Later in the same drive, it's Morrison cashing in as they make a nice spin move and get into the end zone for the touchdown. That's just the start. Actually inside the 5 right there. They would later cap off the drive with the touchdown. That made it 7-0. We'll show you a final. Morrison impressive, 55-13, your final score. We will stay in the Illinois side and head to Anawan as we have Anawan taking on Stark County, and a snapped fumble right there goes out of bounds. Deep into enemy territory. That would lead to a Stark County touchdown as Matthew Bowser goes in from 3 yards out. The visitors with a 7-0 lead, but the Titans would right the ship quickly. And this is where I miss Corey. Zeb Rashid.
Yes, you got it. Good job.
It only took me 7 weeks, and the dude scores like 8 touchdowns a day.
Literally.
Or a night, I should say. He goes 62 yards. That's a thing of beauty. Extra point was no good, but it made it 7-6. Titans going to stop, and they go back to work, and it's Dylan Horry finding some room and finding the end zone. 12-7, Anawan Wethersfield at that point. Titans win this one 34-13, your final in that.
And Knoxville facing Illini West. It's the Blue Bullets in the Chargers. First quarter, Gannon Bergman through the air to Drake Mundell. That's good enough for a first down. That one on a 4th down conversion too. So not only did they pick up the first down, they get 4 more downs. But Peyton Brown will fumble this one. It's recovered by Williams Stove. So Knoxville gets the ball back. They're trying to bounce back from last week's loss. Bo Laws is good enough on the ground for a Blue Bullets first down. And then Bo Honeycutt through the air to Braden Downs. That's a Knoxville TD. They roll in this one, 34-0 the final.
United taking on Rova Williams Field, and It's the home team getting right to work. Riley Danner to Jackson Sharp. Great pitch and catch. Down to the window. And Riley scored to take a 7-0 lead. Second quarter, more of the same. Riley Danner to Luke Nelson. 10-yard touchdown strike on a nice play fake. That made it 14-0. We'll show you a final score. Over Williamson won this one late, 27-6. The score in that one. One last stop on the Illinois side of the river. We'll check in on Forreston and Fulton. A good matchup up in Forreston, and this one was all Forreston early on as they bobble the snap, but then pick up some nice yardage. But the Fulton defense would answer as Forreston puts the ball on the ground, and it is recovered by Fulton. Fulton would fall behind big early, but Greg, check out this fun. We'll talk about this on View from the West podcast here in just a little bit. Fulton wins a good one, 30-28, your final score. And a little nervous because we got some scores. Newman wins by 2. Kewanee over Mendota, 35-34. Some more scores from the Illinois side as we zip through these. Erie Prophetstown cruises. Princeville knocks off A-Town, 42-0. And last but not least, Mercer County falls 53-6, and it is Ridgewood all over Williams Bay, 70-38. We have reached halftime here on The Score. Much more straight ahead.
I'm Super Bowl champion Jake Gervas, and whenever I'm back in the Quad Cities, I check out The Score with Matt and Corey on WQAD.
So when I say strap scores,
Oh, I didn't even realize you had said that.
Yeah.
okay, Maddie, help me out. What we got timing-wise? We just got super heavy in the first segment. Oh, nice. Magic.
Doc, the blue trench coat tonight, not the tan.
Okay, so do you think I'm good to still do Central DeWitt? We
thank you
can
for
still.
clarifying.
Let's get rid of the Iowa scores, and we'll just do them on the YouTube.
On the YouTube.
I was getting some Julian flashbacks over here because the Flames was.
I'm glad you did Morris and Orion because he gave me that script and I have no effing idea where I put it. I said effing.
It doesn't matter.
Freaking sorry. And I was like, and I don't know a single thing about either of these teams. No, it was written, and I was like, did you not see me? I was like flipping through pages. I was like, I cannot find
This
it.
was obviously very organized, if you can tell with what we're doing over here.
The Score Fan of the Night, sponsored by Millwright Local 2158.
Davenport North student section. I actually asked them who's their favorite substitute teacher, and guess who they said? Our very own Brian Stocking. Yay!
Enough of we'll talk more about Brian Stocking here in just a little bit. Back here on the Score, EJ Hilliard here, and did you play with Julian Vandervelde?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I see these flames coming up, I kind of get a little gun shy.
It's a little flashback. It's a flashback. It's a shout out for Julian.
If there is a guy on the team besides yourself that you want cooking for you, who would it be?
Trey Sanders actually grilled for me my first week back.
And it was?
It was pretty good.
Okay.
What'd he make?
Everything. Hot dogs,
Everything.
chickens,
Everything.
hamburgers.
Well,
all barbecue.
Those hamburgers look fantastic. We'll get back to some highlights of the Iowa side of the river, and we will check out a good one down in Minneapolis. Meepo 5-1 taking on Durant 5-1 as well. And this is Ben Egan buying a bunch of time and getting in the end zone for the touchdown. That made it 21-8. Who's winning, Camille?
14-8.
Oh, 14.
Meepo was up.
There you go.
Come on, read.
Meepo up 20-8. Then it's Durant's defense stepping up. Ryan Walt recovers the fumble. Durant gets the football. They move into Meepo territory, but Meepo comes up with the big sack right there. Plenty of defense in this one. Then Meepo looking for the end zone. Trent Hicks. You read it.
Okay.
You keep pointing.
He can't read my
No,
handwriting.
not at all.
Durant.
Comes up with the interception.
Yeah, Durant gets, spoiler alert, they get the interception. Meepo wins this one 28-8.
Hey, we'll head up to Central DeWitt. Central DeWitt looking to go to 5-2 on the season, taking on Vinton Shellsburg. We'll start with some Sabres defense. Late second quarter, Vinton Shellsburg can't get far because DeWitt's Samuel Bloom and Jack Eberhardt come up with the tackle. Solid on defense, DeWitt up 14-0. Just a minute to go in the second quarter. Gus Pickup finds Tristan Rangens. That's beautiful. Well done, just shy of the first down. Very next play, handed off to David Harper Jr., who runs for the first down. Nicely done as they pick that up. DeWitt looking to add to that lead. In the third quarter, it's Pickup with the long toss to Joshua Lippens. He takes it into Vikings territory, down for a 40-yard pickup. The Sabres would get right up to the end zone. They would get a field goal here, 24-0, Central DeWitt with the victory. We will wrap up our grill. We'll get some food. We'll talk to Brian Stocking coming up right here on The Score. Yeah.
I know it's bad. I never said it was good.
Wow.
I had to
All
stay
right,
after
give me a
the second
total.
grade to take handwriting lessons.
Is Caesar out
I swear
here?
to God. And it didn't work. Oh,
If you want to take mine, I don't know. Do we need?
hold on, let me ask him. Probably yours.
Okay. You need.
Dad, do you want
need Stock to take my mic?
mine or
We need a
Greg's?
plate to put these on, probably, don't we?
Hey,
You want Stock
which
take my mic?
which
I
microphone?
talk loud
Mine or?
Yeah, you're fine.
I
Okay.
talk loud enough.
We're working on it. Hold on.
And give me a total time we got coming back, Mr.
Just, no.
Mitchell.
Just feed it through.
And then what we're going to
And
do, EJ, 50 total. You have 20 seconds.
I got
That
it.
means
I got
20.
it. That's why I did it. Oh wait, you're saying.
I know it. Our producer says we got some quality smoke.
Test
coming off
1,
that
2,
grill.
1,
You
2,
smell it
test.
Looking good.
Test 1, 2.
Me and Stock just
Hey,
got real close. I went
Can
under
you
his
go and
clothes,
find a
okay?
plate? Can you go find a plate?
Well, you said you've been cold all night.
I have. I'm wearing
In
two
the
pairs of
kitchen. Just go in the
pants.
kitchen. Find something to put the done food on.
Hey, there's plenty of plates in the sports office, or there was. Hey.
You just get in here and you. Go.
All right, we have North winning their 4th straight game in the series. That equals the school record. Nolan Mosher, 3 touchdown passes tonight, 7 in his career in the series. Princeton, for the 5th time this year, scores 55 points or more. Tegan Davis ran for a touchdown, threw a
You're way
touchdown,
over 20
punt
seconds.
return, and they've won their last 18 home games.
Hey, real quick, Ryan Pearson became the school's all-time leading, tied for most coaching victories at Princeton. Congrats to him. EJ, this wasn't too bad, was it?
No, it wasn't too bad. I got set up, but it wasn't too bad.
We have about 20 seconds left for Steamwheeler fans who are really excited. And Jerry, we're still on TV. Tell Steamwheelers we got 5 seconds. Tell them to come back next year. Watch you guys play.
Come back next season, watch us play, win the championship.
Thanks for watching here on the score.
Scary! We were on TV, and you're like, "Hey, do you guys have bacon?"
It didn't even phase it.
We're going to stay on YouTube real fast and do what we wanted here and talk with one more of these days. So, what was it about the second half, not even the second half, but the
Oh my
second
God,
half
I can't
of
breathe.
the postseason that made you guys click and do what you guys did? Not that it was bad during the year, but things got rolling really nice.
Okay, I'm going to the bathroom.
Right, second half, I guess
Do
me
you have
just
your
being able to
card?
understand the
Can I
guys
get
and
inside?
get better relationships with
Does
the
anyone have
guys
their
and
card?
be able to practice
gotta
with the
pee.
guys fully for weeks and then just trusting each other. Me and Coach Ross had a conversation after, I believe it was the Green Bay game, and I was like, man, honestly, I don't see us losing another game. So after that, we just turn the
is he
switch
doing sign
on and
language
we're
to you?
going to do whatever it takes to win. So that was the mindset.
You mentioned Corey, you mentioned
Yeah.
Coach Ross. What's that dude mean to you guys? I mean, we love him here in the community. He's great. He come out to my dad's golf outing and all that fun stuff. Great guy, but he's a really good coach too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh
To me,
my
he means a lot, man.
God.
He gave me an opportunity back in 2018 after I left Cedar Rapids with Point Patrols. Gave us a chance February 22nd, two days before their game, and they had already had their roster. But to the guys, he's just a great human, great friend, great coach, great mentor, just someone you can always call on and talk to, and just a fun person to be around.
Quad
We
Cities
need a
is important. to you.
floor
It's good to you. You're coming back for another year. Take me through that decision. Was there ever a doubt? Was there ever anything that you, or is this kind of where you want to be next year and kind of finish maybe some unfinished business?
Oh yeah, unfinished business. For me, like I always say, man, NFL that's my ultimate goal, and whatever I can do to get there, whatever steps I can take. But for now, just play where my feet are. So right now, this is where I'm at. So this is my NFL, and I got my wife here. We're expecting our twins, and it's just a blessing though to be able to be here and play football again.
Last thing for you before you mentioned those twins.
Yeah.
What's due date? Do we know boy or girl?
Two girls. They're taking them on the 20th of this month.
Okay.
So if they haven't arrived
So you're
yet,
like,
yeah.
So yeah, you could you got your phone on you in case.
Yeah, I got my phone. I was just at the hospital. That's where we were at. I was at the
no
hospital.
way.
Yeah, I was at the hospital with her from probably about 4. So
She's not in labor, is she?
Nah. I think they're gonna let her go home. She's been in and out of
Well, if
triage,
you called
so.
and said, "Hey, I'm at the hospital. My wife's in labor," I would have been said, "That's okay."
Nah, she knew they'll let her go home tonight.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
it's
That's
all
awesome.
good.
So, hey, well, we appreciate you stopping by. We appreciate you
No
cooking
problem.
for us, and best of luck next year. We can't wait.
Appreciate it, man. Thank
right.
you all.
All right, we're good with YouTube if they want to shut
Well,
that
I know
down.
scores.
All right.
We'll get them next time. Well, they already did.